So yeah, I got the new GHOST Warheads watermelon flavor, sour watermelon, and I'm gonna do a review on it. So the only reason I got this product was at GNC. It was about only a few bucks more than the C4. So I figured I'd give it a shot. So first of all, we're gonna do a mixability test. Alright, so now we got 8 ounces of water, cold water right here. We got the GHOST, and we have a cup right there. Just want to show you guys that that's 8 ounces of water because the instructions say to mix it with 6 to 8 ounces of water just so we can do a fair judgment on the taste based on what they recommend you to, how much water they recommend you to use. Another thing we're going to do before we get into this is when I bought this scooper was up here, but I think most of you guys know that you can click the scooper on right here, and that's just another added feature. I'm trying to figure out how I had this on here, but it's hard to do it one-handed, but you can basically click the scooper on back onto the top for if, I guess it'd be smart to do this when traveling, but yeah. See, so when you're traveling, you can just click it like that onto the top so that you don't lose this scooper, but I wouldn't really be worried about that for a pre-workout since it's not as big as losing it in a whey bottle. But I'm going to unclick this off, and then I'm just going to get an even scoop. Right there. It's about even. And then I'm going to pour the water that I measured earlier in here. So that's perfect. Put that in there. I'm going to mix it around. Mixability wise, mix is really good. I took this before, put it in a water bottle and shook it up. It's a little harder to mix it this way, so I'm doing it by hand. Typically you'd have it in a shaker cup and then mix it that way. And honestly, for me, as a mainly C4 user, it really comes down to the taste for me. So primarily been taking C4, and I've taken, I believe they have a watermelon flavor. I've taken that. But yeah, the flavor wise is very different. Here we have it all mixed up. So we're gonna do a taste test. And as I said, I tried it yesterday for the very first time. Okay, it's still ridiculously sweet. In comparison to C4, I would say it's at least, in my opinion, 1.5 times sweeter than this. It's pretty sweet. Like with the C4, 8 ounces of water, I could add some more, but the taste is on point, but a little bit too sweet for my taste, just because I really don't like things really sweet to begin with. But it does taste like watermelon, but I wouldn't say that it's sour. Like, it's barely sour. Like Warheads, when I think Warheads, I think like the logo, like you're basically almost dying of the sourness, but you're not, and I don't feel that with this. It's just primarily like watermelon Jolly Rancher with barely any sourness to it. So taste wise, it's on point, and yesterday I had a pretty good workout. It does give you the tingles, like the beta alanine in here. It does have beta-alanine. It says carnosine, beta-alanine, 2,000 milligrams. And I'm not sure if it's more than the C4 beta-alanine on here. I don't think it's in milligrams, and there's a sticker covering it, but I'll look it up and show it to you. And I don't think it's the same beta-alanine used, but I definitely felt the tingles a lot more with this. I want to give you guys a quick update at the gym. Just got here. Been drinking this. Still not finished. I'm starting to feel the beta-alanine and the tingles. Once I chug the rest of this, I know it's going to be in full force, so I'm ready for this back day. What's up, you guys? I just got back home from the gym, and the pre-workout, the beta-alanine was hitting me like even as I was progressing throughout the workout. But yeah, I mean, it's a pre-workout, it works. I know a lot of people argue the price point, it is high, but I feel that in the future, once they become more popular and once they get to that point where they can lower the cost, I feel like it'd be like C4 where you can find more discounted rates on the product. But since it's a relatively new product, it is still on the more expensive side. But yeah, so I know this isn't a very sciencey review, but I am going to put the comparisons of the ingredients side by side. And I feel that if you like extra sweet stuff, Ghost would be good for you. I mean, if their watermelon flavor is as sweet as the sweetness level, if it's sweet as their other flavors, then yeah, you probably would like Ghost. But honestly, for me, I don't really have a preferred pre-workout. It's usually I'll just go to GNC and look at the reviews, and if the reviews look good and the price point is good and the taste is rated good on like bodybuilding.com, then I will purchase the pre-workout. And for me, most pre-workouts pretty much work the same. They got the caffeine and the beta-alanine and the creatine. That's usually the three things I'm looking for, other than the other add-ons. And Ghost did have, where is it, L-citrulline, and that was in, I believe, the P-Science high volume, and yeah, I will list the rest of the ingredients that I see here. But yeah, you guys, pretty good.